I never said anything about Missing Link when it was cancelled last year. I never gave my thoughts, I never made any videos, I never did a reaction. I pretty much just made other videos throughout the year and they had nothing to really do with Kingdom Hearts. The main reason why I didn't say anything was because, to be quite frankly honest with you, I wasn't really sure what to say. A lot of the community had pretty much said what I already thought. A lot of people were giving the takes I would probably give, and I just kind of thought I wouldn't really be adding much to the conversation. But I really want to actually delve into this a bit more, which is that Kingdom Hearts 4 is undoubtedly going to be impacted by this. There is no doubt that Missing Link, ironically actually now truly being missing from the saga, is going to inherently impact Kingdom Hearts 4. There is no getting around this. Kingdom Hearts 4 was obviously originally being developed with the idea in mind that there was going to be a game that preceded it. Now, before the 20th anniversary, I made a video where I was talking about 2 games being announced at that event. This is also one of the reasons why I think 2 games could be announced at the event, both of which I'm assuming would be these final 2 titles. What would these titles be? Well, I'd agree with most that it'd probably be a spin-off title and then Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, regarding what that spin-off title could be, I mean, it could be anything, but that last slot pretty much has to be Kingdom Hearts 4. And the reason why I was confident that it was going to be 2 games and not just Kingdom Hearts 4, and why I was pretty confident there was going to be a game coming out before Kingdom Hearts 4, because Nomura himself already said after Melody of Memory, he said that there was another story that needed to be told. Now, of course, at the time, we didn't know it was Missing Link, but now that we know that Missing Link was the game that he was referring to, and we look at the context of Missing Link, where it was a game that was going to be set in this Unwritten Era, this was going to be a time when there was still numerous Keyblade wielders running around. So obviously this was well before where the series started with the first game. So you have to start wondering then, what the heck was going to happen in Kingdom Hearts 4 that explicitly needed Missing Link in that exact time period? There was no other game that was set during that time. It's called the Unwritten Era, and now it's literally going to be unwritten. I mean, that's ridiculous. I know people have made the jokes and the memes already, but seriously, that is genuinely ridiculous. But let's just really think about this. Kingdom Hearts fans, you know, we have a habit of getting a bit in our feelings whenever people try and imply that the mobile games or the side games are not important. These are the same people that say that, but then when they saw Strelitzia and was like, oh, who's that, in their reaction videos. So Missing Link for sure was going to be essential to what was coming with Kingdom Hearts 4. How, of course, we don't fully know, but we was all making our theories and trying to speculate about it. So we know what the reason was behind why it was that Square decided to do this. They were claiming that they didn't believe they could give us a satisfying long-term live service experience. But the thing is, and this is what's actually kind of crazy, when you actually dig into Square's statements and stuff a little bit more, you actually realize we should have seen this coming, because prior to that, back in 2024, literally almost an exact year prior to them cancelling Missing Link, Square actually did make a statement saying that they wanted to move away from having these mobile titles and any other sort of games, right? So they were already trying to lessen that sort of production because they were going ahead with this new 3-year plan that they had where they wanted to increase focus on their bigger titles. They were basically saying that they wanted a quality over quantity sort of approach to things. It seems like that pretty much means being a lot more selective with which titles they're going to greenlight, right? So not just greenlighting any old thing like Missing Link, I guess, and also being a lot quicker to dismiss or cut projects if they don't believe that they can keep it alive long term. So something like Missing Link, or if you're a Nier fan, Nier Reincarnation, if they don't think they can actually maintain it long term and keep it satisfying, they'll get rid of it. And they also want to focus a lot more on having their flagship releases, so that's your Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy. They want more of those titles to be coming out. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you, the writing was a bit on the wall here from the actual beginning of when they revealed Missing Link. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is not just in hindsight. I actually did have this belief a little bit before. I didn't think the game was going to get cancelled, but I did kind of see a potential issue from the beginning. The issue I saw was that Missing Link was going to be a mobile game, but they were going to be releasing it before Kingdom Hearts 4, but it was going to be necessary for Kingdom Hearts 4. Now that's a problem, because let's look at how they were delivering Union Cross, Dark Road, and even before that with Kingdom Hearts Key. The episodes would come out here and there and we get new updates, right? So we had to get this kind of drip feed of content over a long period of time. And this wasn't just over months, it was over years. But there's a big problem with this. This game Missing Link was necessary for Kingdom Hearts 4. So the problem I always saw with Missing Link was that the longer that game took to update us, basically the harder it would be for us to be ready for Kingdom Hearts 4. And it always kind of seemed a bit weird, because it was like, okay, let's say hypothetically Missing Link had dropped this year in 2026, right? Or even last year in 2025. And let's say Kingdom Hearts came out 2027, 2028. Okay, So Missing Link is going to have a year, 2 years at most in terms of giving us content, which is a decent amount of time depending on how quickly the updates go. But this is meant to be long term. It's live service, right? Look at Final Fantasy XIV. They're not just going to want this thing to be around for just a couple years. Ideally, they'd want it to be around for a longer period of time. So if you want something to be like that, then it being integral to the upcoming narrative of a big game, it doesn't really work very well. Because if we look at how they did us with the previous mobile games, yeah, I mean, come on guys, like, we all was there, we all remember how much we was like, all right mate, come on, when are you guys dropping these updates, what's going on, this is getting ridiculous, hurry up. So we know how they did us already with the mobile releases in the past, so I didn't have a whole lot of confidence that going forward they would do it better, but I did think they would at least do it. I didn't think they was going to just cancel the whole thing and kill it all off. But to be honest with you, given everything Square has said lately, I actually think that this is a good thing in the long term, even if it might kind of piss us off as Kingdom Hearts fans for the short term, because at the end of the day, who really wants these mobile games? I mean, let's be honest, part of the experience was we just basically did watch parties.
You know what? Everglow, you placed your ads well. This is like some real, you know, like a real TV. You know, like they give you the ads at the worst moment. What are you doing to my girl's gold? What are you doing? I mean, FMR, he's all right, but by the way, though, look at this. This is why I don't play this game.
Like, shout out to people like Everglow who would actually go and play through the whole damn thing and compile it for us to watch. But realistically, the majority of us were not firing that game up. We weren't launching the servers. Let's just be real. We weren't doing this. So the fact of the matter is we would much prefer to have an experience we ourselves were playing. We would much prefer to have a game that we actually want to jump on, that we want to get into, that has amazing combat, that's engaging, like the games we grew up with. Now, in terms of the story, which is what I'm most concerned with, I just want Kingdom Hearts 4's story to not be negatively impacted by this. I don't want the narrative or the characters to suffer because of the fact that Missing Link is not present anymore. Obviously, they're going to have to find a way to repurpose this and put it into Kingdom Hearts 4, or maybe something before that. Maybe they'll release a movie. They can give us a prologue segment that features Missing Link. Why not? They could do this. You could do a Kingdom Hearts 2 style thing where you're showing us something like that, right? I'm going to say something even more crazy. They could even have Missing Link segments like interludes weaved in throughout the actual game. Playable sections and segments, or even cutscenes. I would prefer playable, but even cutscenes where you're going through Missing Link in Kingdom Hearts 4's actual story. Again, it's about structure. When I say that, you might be like, that sounds terrible, next gen. Well, it depends on presentation and execution, because if they did it the right way, that could be phenomenal. If they do it the wrong way, you'll be a big mistake. You'll be on this video saying, next gen, why did you say this? They heard you, they did it, and now it's trash. But I don't really care how they do it. They just need to do something to ensure that the story does not suffer from losing Missing Link. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I care about. We don't entirely really know what Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be about anyway. We never really did. And I will say that was probably the best thing about when they released the trailer. They didn't show us too much, and they didn't make too much of a promise, okay? Because if they had shown us too much, or if Missing Link had already come out and we'd played a good substantial portion of it and then they cancelled it, yeah, that would have been cooked. I think the main thing that we have to kind of understand is that Missing Link has been cancelled, not necessarily the Unwritten Era. The Unwritten Era, pretty much by necessity, because of the ending of Union Cross and the fact that Nomura pretty much confirmed that the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer is being narrated by Sigurd, and Sigurd is a character who would have been in Missing Link. That means to me, that era, that whole thing, even if Missing Link isn't the way that it's delivered to us, I do think in some shape or form we do still get the Unwritten Era that Missing Link was going to show us. So whether it's shown to us within Kingdom Hearts 4 or outside of it remains to be seen. Even though I've not been talking about Kingdom Hearts as much on my channel lately, trust and believe, more Kingdom Hearts videos are coming. They're not going to be theory videos necessarily. If I have a theory, I'll throw one out. But right now, I want to focus on a little bit more to do with the narrative and story of Kingdom Hearts. And I think that that's going to be something that we can all relate to, and something that a lot more of you will be able to enjoy. So that will be something you guys can look forward to in the coming days. But until then, my name is NextGenNovelist, and that's all I've got to say, and I'm out. Peace.